Nice to have you back. Welcome to Astrology Experts YouTube channel. And in this video, we're going to talk about the planets and what they mean in your zodiac. In astrology, the term planet does not always refer to the actual planets in our solar system. This term often encompasses the sun and moon as well, in addition to asteroids and other bodies in the sky. In this article, we will talk about how these factors guide your sign in astrology based on your planets. You can think of an astrological planet as being any physical body that is found on your chart. You will also see the sun and moon referred to as luminaries or lights instead of planets. Other aspects of the chart that you won't necessarily see referred to as planets includes the asteroids, nodes, and the angles. Regardless of which planet you are talking about, the signs are always going to be the same 12. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Every planet appears to move along the same path through our sky, making a journey through all the signs of the zodiac. One interesting thing about the planets, including the luminaries, is that they have zodiac signs which they rule. You can think of these planets as having unique influences on the signs. Sometimes, traits associated with that planet will also be ones found in the sign. These planets often feel at home in the signs they rule, and these are considered to be harmonious placements for the planets. People may even derive strength from the planet that rules their sun sign or the dominant sign in their chart. If Mars is in a favorable area of the sky, for example, Aries and Scorpio may feel the benefits of that, even if Mars is not in their sign. The planets, that is to say, the actual planets of their solar system, are divided up into personal planets, interpersonal planets, and transpersonal planets. How they are divided up is determined by the actual distance of each planet from the Earth, and therefore from you as a person. More about these planets. Personal planets. The personal planets are Mercury, Venus, and Mars. You will also see the two luminaries, the sun and moon, referred to as personal planets. They are considered to be the closest to our physical and emotional selves. These planets also revolve more quickly around the sun, meaning that people who are the same age, even people born on the same day, are going to have these planets in a wide variety of suns and combinations. These planets say a lot about your personality, who you are as a person. Your self-identity, self-worth, and self-esteem are all governed by these planets. How you feel and express emotions, as well as your values, what you find aesthetically pleasing, and even your feelings about sex, are also things the personal planets deal with. Interpersonal planets. The interpersonal or social planets are Jupiter and Saturn. They are considered outer planets due to their slower orbits, but they are not as mysterious as the transpersonal planets since we can see them with the naked eye. These deal with how we relate to other people and how we are out in the world. For example, Jupiter has a lot to do with philosophy, our luck in the world, and social expression. Saturn deals with our responsibilities and can relate to our careers and the work we do. Transpersonal planets. The transpersonal or generational planets are Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. People who are all around the same age will share the same sign, meaning that they have less of a tie who we are as individual people and more of a tie to the traits of those cohorts or generations. You will often see the astrologers talk about the Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto generations. They often look at these groups as a whole, as well as the time periods they were born in order to see what sorts of social themes pop up. Outside of the planets in our solar systems, astrologers also use their bodies and points in space in astrological chart readings. Asteroids. One thing astrologers use is asteroids. There are thousands and thousands of asteroids in our solar system, and it would be impractical to look at every single one of these on a chart. However, there are common ones that astrologers often use. These are often the largest asteroids. Examples of these would be Ceres, Pallas, Athena, Vesta, and Juno. These particular asteroids is known as the goddess asteroids, as they are all named for Roman goddesses. Centaurs. Similar to asteroids, another type of planetary body astrologers look at is something known as a centaur. This is like a hybrid between a comet and an asteroid. The most popular one is Chiron. Mathematical points. Mathematical points in space are another aspect astrologers look at. These are obviously not actually physical bodies like planets and asteroids. These mathematical points can be difficult for astrologers and non-astrologers alike to understand. They are not actual planets or stars that we can see in the sky. Most people don't even know how to calculate these points themselves. Instead, they rely on online chart creators to tell them what sign the points are in at any given time. If you're finding it hard to wrap your head around the idea of these points, don't worry. Even experienced astrologers don't always understand them either. Nodes are one example of these points. These are points where the paths of the moon and planet cross over the path the sun takes through our sky. The sign the two points intersect is what the sign the node is in. The most commonly looked at nodes are lunar nodes. Angles. The angles are another example of intangible points used in astrology. These have to do with where the sun is in the sky at given times. The ascendant is where the sun arises, or AC. The midheaven, or the medium coli, MC, is where the sun is at midday. The descendant, DC, is sunset. The imum coli is where the sun is at midnight. IC. As you can see, there are a lot of different things you'll find in your chart. If it seems overwhelming, don't worry. Here is a look at the meaning behind some of the planets you'll find in your astrological chart. Sun. Keywords associated with the sun are light, health, ego, self-identity, will and willpower, father or father figure, confidence. Anyone who knows anything about astrology most likely knows their sun sign. This is a sign people mean when they say they are a Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, etc. Sun signs are the ones used in horoscopes, found in pop culture magazines, newspapers, and websites. The sun sign is the most popular for a reason. Your sun sign is your ego. Just like the sun is the center of our solar system, your sun sign is at the core of who you are as a person. The sun spends about 1 month in each sign, taking a year to go through the entire zodiac. This year-long period does not line up with our solar year. It begins on March 21st, when Aries begins, and ends on March 20th of the following year when Pisces ends. The sun gives life to our entire solar system. Going along with this, your sun sign is your life energy. It is yourself. Your base personality is going to be that of your sun sign. The traits of your sun sign are going to stay with you throughout your life. In times of joy and sorrow, you're going to embody these traits one way or another. This is not just how people view you or how you try to project yourself as. This is who you are. At the end of the day, this is your truest self. You can also say that your sun sign is your identity. This is probably why so many people say they simply are their sun sign. The sun takes up most of our solar system. It is a huge part of who you are as a person, even if it's not the entirety of who you are. How you recharge can also be found with the sun. You can also use your sun sign to figure out the areas you feel most powerful in. Taurus may recharge and feel on top of the world out in nature, while Leo thrives in being in the spotlight. The sun can also be our creativity and individuality. What sparks us in life and gets us going can be found in our sun sign. The sun is not the only aspect in charge of this, of course. However, it does say a lot about our own particular spark. Where Venus might tell us what we find beautiful in Mars, and Mars might tell us about our passions, the sun is going to show us how we express those things. Traditionally, the sun is also related to the father or father figure in a person's life. The sun is also said to embody masculine energy. Not all astrologers use this aspect of the sun, but it is interesting to think about it. Having many planets close to the sun can often allow people to better express their inner selves depending on the planets. People with Mercury in the same sign as the sun will have no trouble talking about themselves. People with Venus very close to the sun have strong ties between their core personality, their values, and their aesthetic. On the other hand, people with Saturn close to the sun may feel this energy constricts who they are. The sun is a traditional ruler of Leo. The colors associated with the sun are gold and yellow. Moon. Keywords associated with the moon are emotion, instinct, reflection, intuition, the past, nourishment, nurturing. If the sun is your ego, the moon is your heart. The moon is in charge of your emotional self, who you are underneath. Depending on your moon sign, this can be the parts of you that people don't see or the parts that people see all too often. The moon takes a month to go through each sign of the zodiac, staying in each sign for only 2 to 3 days. It can even change signs during the day, making people born only hours apart have totally different moon signs. The moon also shows what makes you feel secure in life. It may be where you take refuge when emotions are running high and when you need to calm down. Your sun sign is often influenced by your moon sign. A watery moon sign can tone down a fiery sun sign. Having the same sign or even signs of the same element as your sun and moon sign amplifies those traits. Water, sun, and moon are more emotional. Fire, sun, and moon are more heated. Earth, sun, and moon are extremely grounded. Air, sun, and moon are off in the clouds. To understand how exactly the moon affects us, take a look at how it works in each sign. Moon and zodiacs. Moon in Aries. People with this placement are passionate for sure. This can mean they're excited, or this can mean that they are aggressive. Their emotions run high and can be explosive. They often need a physical or creative outlet for their emotions. Moon in Taurus. This person craves stability in order to feel emotionally secure. That security is the utmost important to them. They may also use material goods and other pleasurable things to make themselves feel better. Moon in Gemini. A Gemini moon feels best when they are around people, chatting up a storm. The connections they have with others are what fuel their souls. They may use things like social media to unwind and express themselves. Moon in Cancer. The moon rules Cancer, and so it is right at home here. These people are comfortable in their own homes. They put their emotions into taking care of others, though they don't always see to their own needs. Moon in Leo. These people need attention and spotlight in order to feel good. They are happiest when they have friends and partners who focus on them. Performance is often a great outlet for their emotions. Moon in Virgos. Virgo moon love to give and to help. They enjoy tending to the emotions of others but often keep their own guarded. They're happiest in neat and tidy environments, and having structure can help them when they feel down. Moon in Libra. These people crave peace and harmony. They feel best when everything is running smoothly. Arguments can send them into emotional turmoil until everything is smoothed over. Their decision making is often fueled by their emotions as well. Moon in Scorpio. These people are intense. They feel their emotions strongly or not at all. They want to be able to trust the people around them. But this trust is not readily given. It may take some time to open up their hearts to others. Moon in Sagittarius. These people tend to be highly optimistic. They are happiest when they feel free and like they're getting everything out of life that they can. Travel and philosophical thinking are what fuels their souls. Moon in Capricorn. A person with this placement may not appear outwardly emotional. They may even come across as cold. They have a hard time dealing with their own emotions and would rather push them down in favor of focusing on the task at hand. Moon in Aquarius. This is another sign that doesn't like to feel their feelings. These are fun people with loads of ideas, but they want to tell you what they think, not how they feel. Moon in Pisces. These are highly sensitive people. Their emotions have hidden depths that sometimes they can't even get to the bottom of. They feel deeply and can be empaths, feeling the emotions of others as well. This is just part 1 of the 3-part series of the complete astrology guide on planets. Make sure to subscribe to this channel to be updated on when we will be uploading that part 2. If you enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up so we know that you really like content like these from us. I'll see you on the next video.